Good morning, students. Welcome to 5th session of 9th chapter, that is national income. In previous session, we discussed how to calculate national income with the help of production method. In today's session, next two methods, that is income method as well as expenditure method, we will discuss in today's session. So let us start with the first method, that is income method. This method of measuring national income has been developed from the definition given by Professor Pigou. Now how to calculate national income through income method, that is the sum of the income earned by the citizens of a country and the state, that is called the national income of that country obtained as per the income method. To calculate the national income through this method, rent, interest, wages and profits, these four incomes obtained from the four factors of production, namely land, capital, labor and entrepreneur, are added together. Moreover, the income obtained from foreign countries, that is added, and the payment done in the form of rent, interest, wages and profits for foreign factors used in the country, that is deducted. Some important factors. Now in that, first is to count the income of factor. There are four types of income obtained by the factor of production. In that, number one, that is income of rent. Now here rent which is obtained on land or building. Those who live in their own house, they do not need to pay rent. So this benefit of rent that they get is a part of their income, which is called imputed rent, which is even considered in national income. The same way, income obtained through various rights such as copyright of a book, patent, etc. So these three types of income as a rent which is earned by a person, that is added in national income. Second, that is income of interest. The interest obtained by people on their capital during a year, that is added. Same way, the interest obtained from the government, but that is not considered as income. The reason for this, that a state generates income through taxes and pays it as interest, which means that the money is simply transferred. That is why income in the form of interest by the government, that is not considered in national income. Third, that is income of wages or salary. Here, the income which is earned in the form of wages or salary, that is given to laborers for their work during a year, which is considered in national income. And the last is, that is income of profit. So income obtained in the form of profit or dividend by investor, which includes reserved profit and taxes paid on it. So here, this income which is earned by four factors of production in the form of rent, interest, wages and profit, that is considered in national income. Next, that is income which are not considered. Few income which we don't calculate or we don't add while calculating national income. In that, number one, that is income generated from gifts, from rewards, prizes, tips, theft, unemployment allowances, government assistance to elders, lotteries, etc. These all type of income that is not considered in national income. Same way, income of the second-hand goods is not considered. For example, the income obtained by selling old mobile phones. Next, that is subsidy. The subsidy given by the government, that is deducted. Fourth, that is net foreign income. Now this net foreign income, that is added in national income. How we calculate net foreign income? That is export minus import. Next, that is income generated as commission or brokerage on sale of consumable goods. Now this is considered in national income. Next, those incomes which show flow of production of goods or services in economy which increase the monetary value of goods in economy, that is considered. And the last one is, that is income of second-hand good. That is not considered as we discussed just now. So here we discussed few income which are considered and few which are not considered while measuring national income through income method. Our third type of method for calculating national income, that is expenditure method. Now this method has been developed from the definition given by Professor Fisher. Sum of monetary expenditure incurred on goods and services by individuals, families, firms and government during a year is national income as per expenditure method. So we can say that through expenditure method, when we calculate national income, then consumption expenditure plus investment expenditure plus government expenditure plus net export expenditure. Totaling of these four, we get total national income through expenditure method. Some important fact in that first is, that is 4 factors of monetary expenditure. The various components of final expenditure which are considered in national income, that can be divided into 4 parts. First, that is consumption expenditure. The expenditure incurred by citizens, families and firms on consumable goods, that is known as consumption expenditure, which includes expenditure done on durable goods like television, car, etc. Perishable goods like food grains, fruits, vegetables, etc. Services like education, medical treatment, transportation, communication, etc. Second, that is investment expenditure. It's the expenditure incurred on building a factory, plant, machinery and necessary goods, equipment for running a business or profession, etc. This is known as investment expenditure. Third, that is government expenditure. It refers to the expenditure incurred by government on various administrative services like defense, law and order, education, etc. Consumption expenditure, investment expenditure, administrative expenditure, etc. these are different types of expenditure which are done by central government, state government and local bodies. Last, that is net export expenditure, that is export minus import. It refers to the difference between exports and imports of a country during a period of 1 year. The expenditure done on importing foreign goods by citizens of country, that is the expenditure of the country. Similarly, our export is expenditure incurred by foreign citizens on domestic goods. So we can say that difference between these two, that is net export, which is included in the national income. Expenditures which are not considered in national income, in that first, that is expenditure done on purchasing second-hand goods, transfer expenditure, or we can say that is transfer payment, pension, unemployment allowances, financial assistance to widows, the expenditure on purchase of old shares, and expenditure on use of goods of interim use, these are not considered. Some expenditure is incurred even when the production of goods and services is not done. This expenditure involves only transfer of monetary expenditure, so it is not considered. For example, subsidies. So this way, few expenditure that is considered and few those are not considered while calculating national income through expenditure method. Last topic of today's session, that is difficulty in calculating national income through expenditure method. Here the official data of people's expenditure that cannot be obtained correctly, and therefore it becomes very difficult to calculate national income by this method. If we discuss this with one of the example, it will be more clear to you. Suppose one business person named Anand gives rupees 30,000 as salary to Milap, who works as his accountant, and considers rupees 30,000 as the expenditure incurred. Now Milap gives rupees 3,000 to Khushbu, who is his domestic helper. Now this becomes Milap's expenditure. Now the question arises, what is the actual expenditure? 30,000 or rupees 30,000 plus 3,000, that is 33,000 for Milap. So even in this method, the problem of double counting arises in calculating national income through expenditure method also. For calculating national income, a country can adopt any method from these three methods. If the obtained data are true, whatever be the method of calculation of national income, the measurement of national income will be same. However, every method has one or two other limitation, and therefore it is said that these methods are mutually complementary to each other. So this is an end of this session. See you in next session. Thank you.